everyone. Welcome to Crochet Crochet. I am Reggie and this is Yarniversity. I haven't said that in a very long time. If you'll excuse me, there's just one thing I need to do. And that's get my backup chat ready. So let me do that real quick on one phone, and let me do that real quick on the other phone as well. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm unprepared, but I went live a few minutes early, especially for that because I'm not yet all set with the new surroundings. So hi to everyone coming in while I go get the backup up on the other phone. You guys don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe down below. You can also check out our special membership program and join our inner circle by pushing the join button next to the subscribe button. And if you do that, you'll learn everything you need to know about our membership program. Right now, we have a crochet along running, and I love seeing everyone's creations. They are coming out beautifully. You guys are doing an amazing job. So I am popping real quick to get the other phone, which is over there. It wasn't charging, so I'm going to get the other backup phone with my backup chat up, and then I'll come right back. So if everyone's coming in while I'm not sitting here, you guys let them know that I'm here and everything's okay. Okay, so now everything is up. Hi everyone coming in. Hello. Good to see you all again. I'm glad that I'll make it, even though we are on a different time than normally. So the thing is that, as I've said, I was going to only restart Yarniversity around September, but as it turns out, I have some free time on Saturday evenings now for the duration of August. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do Yarniversity on Saturdays for the duration of August and see how that goes. And once the school year starts in September here, we will try to get it back on Sunday, or maybe by then, after we've done it a few times in Saturday, we'll see that it's more fitting to all of us on Saturday. We will see. We will roll with it. But I was prepared for that because it is a new country, a new time zone. Sundays are not days off here. For those of you who aren't aware, in Israel, the week starts on Sunday. Sunday to Fridays are working days, and Saturday is the only day off. So I knew that things might have to change. I was prepared for that, and so I'm going to try it that way for a while and see how it goes. I'm also starting at 7:30 p.m., which is about half an hour later than what it would have been for you normally if it wasn't on the regular time on Sundays. Again, time change. I moved, and I'm now 1 hour later than I used to be. So I normally started on Yarniversity would be Sundays at 6 p.m. Berlin time, and now it will be for the duration of August on Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. Jerusalem time. And we will see. We will see how that develops and how that goes. Maybe I will decide to keep it that way, or maybe we will go back 2 Sundays. Hi to everyone coming in. It's wonderful to see you all. It's wonderful to be back. I've had quite quite an eventful time off, which I will not get into because you guys know I don't do that on my channel. My channel is, a yarn channel. It's not a vlog channel. It's not a live channel. But for those of you who are, every once in a while, if you do like to, find out a little bit what's going on with me, then you are more than welcome to follow me on Instagram or join our Facebook group or follow my Facebook page. All those links are down in the description box below, and there, every once in a while, I also post pictures and stuff of other things that are not just crochet, and sometimes they are crochet, but they have some, life updates and other things in them as well. Just today, I posted a wonderful picture of my brother who modeled a shawl for me, a shawl that I finished. Great to have all of you here. I'm very, very excited, as you can see. I'm talking really fast and all over the place. But I'm really just very happy that I at least, have the chance to do Yarniversity again. So, good old tradition. Cheers to Yarniversity being back again. Cheers, everyone. All right. So I normally start Yarniversity with a little bit of chit chat about what's been going on with the channel and everything. But since the channel didn't really, there was nothing really new with the channel in the past few months and a bit. The main change was in my life. I moved to Israel with my family. And we are now all here in our new place. So channel-wise, there's not a lot new to say. As I've said before, our members-only crochet along is still going on. The last part 6 of the crochet along, will be up for the members only this Sunday, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow, the last part of the crochet along will be up, and then you guys will be able to finish it. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the finished shawls. The pictures that you've been putting up so far are beautiful, and I love seeing them. And if you're not yet a part of our members only program, all you gotta do is push that like button. Is push that join button down below to learn everything you need to know about the membership program, how to join it, what it takes from you, what you get in return. What you do need to know is that ever since I put up the membership program, I did change a few things. So the members only lives are open to members of all levels. You don't have to be a certain level to be part of the members only live, as well as the members only projects. They are open to members of all levels, so it doesn't really matter what level of membership you are in. As long as you're in the membership program, you'll be part of those 2 things, and the other perks are as stated in the membership join page. I don't know how you call it. Is everybody? Can you guys hear me? Is everyone having an issue with sound? I don't know. Can you guys hear me well? I don't know if someone doesn't hear. Let me know. As I've said, this is the first time that I'm sitting here in this new setup. I'm not 100% sure about the volume that I need to talk at. Let's see it this way. I don't have my camera set up yet, so right now I'm using the webcam and the regular audio. Okay, so I'm going to try to talk a little louder. That might solve that problem. If at any point you cannot hear what I say because I started talking a little lower, then, well, again, acoustics, those are all things that I would have to, iron out with time. we will figure all of that out. But yeah, new place, new setup. I'm probably not going to do the rest of the lives from here because this is not a space that's normally available at this time. But we will see. There's well, I'm sorry, but there's an echo in this room. There's the AC on because I cannot sit here without the AC on. You guys know that the temperature outside right now is 45 degrees Celsius. Yes. um, Well, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. It will take a little until, all my equipment is set up with my ring light and my regular camera that I always use and the microphone. So right now it's all, the webcam features. We're just ironing things out. But I hope that everything works out well. Okay, so I did tell you guys about the membership program and the members only crochet along. And another new thing that happened in the past week is that I posted the pre-order for the September edition of the Wacky Holidays Yarn Club. So if you were a part, or if you were, getting the Wacky Holiday Yarn Club, or if you were planning on getting, or if you were getting some of the months, it doesn't matter. If you were thinking of getting the September edition, it is now available on the Etsy shop. You can already order, you can pre-order. There's a limited amount available. A few have already been sold, so I believe there's like 6 left right now. And as always, coupon codes apply, so the channel discount applies, and if you are a member of the membership program, the members discount apply. And the theme for September is Country Music Day. And I can't wait for you guys to see what's in that box. Okay, so yeah, members only project, and that. I think that's everything. Other than that, not a lot have happened because, like I said, the channel wasn't active. I didn't do a lot of yarny things other than working on that one crochet along that I finished and posted on my Instagram today. I did do 2 other things actually. I have been making bags. The story behind that is that there is apparently a crafting community here. And when I arrived on my 2nd week here, a lady came to me and she said, "Hey, I heard that you crochet, and we would love to have you over to see how you can, become a part of our little crafters society." And what they do is they crochet and they knit and they sew different things and they sell them. There's a shop across the road from the kibbutz, and also at different craft fairs and local fairs of different kinds. They sell them and the money goes to donations. So I said I would love to be a part of that, and I went over and I met up with them and I saw everything that they make and I showed them everything that I make. And so shawls and wearables are not really their lane because of the places where they sell the stuff, and their let's say their audience, their the audience that they are aiming towards. So out of all the things that I showed them, they were really excited about bags and hats, accessories and things like that. So I started making bags, and I made this bag, which I am then going to bring over there to the crafters club, where the lady who sews will sew the inline for that. So that's kind of cool because I cannot sew to save my life. And I made this bag. This bag I actually have a tutorial for on my channel. I actually made it in the exact same yarn, same colorway as the one that's in the tutorial. So it came out exactly the same, which you know, I already had the second cake, so why not? I knew it worked. um, so I made this bag and this bag, and both of them will go to the crafters club to be lined by, you know, that lady who sews. And I'm gonna continue making bags, and she's gonna continue sewing the inlines for that, and then they'll be sold in craft fairs or in the store across the road, and people who don't even know me will get an original Reggie. Yes, I think it's quite cool. Um, yes, yes, there are quite a few here who crochet and knit and sew, and there's one lady who does baskets. She crochets baskets out of t-shirt yarn, and there's one lady who does amigurumi and different dolls, and there's different, you know, different things. Very, very nice toys for kids. They all have to be small things that people can, you know, that you can make quite a lot of them, and that people would buy without having to like try them on and, you know, deal with sizes and so on. So yeah, so I'm going to continue making bags and hats, which brings us to today's theme, which is shopping for yarn on Ice Yarn. Why does it bring us to that? Because when I started making this, I figured, okay, well, if I'm going to be making bags and hats now, I need a lot more yarn that is suitable and good for making hats and bags. Now, as you all know, now that I'm here in Israel, the amount of companies that ship here at a reasonable price, and that the prices of the yarn are good, are not as fast, and the number is not as fast as it was when I lived in Germany. So I can still order from Plata and from Rita and Ice Yarns and Yarn Street. By the way, links to all of these are in the description box below. And if you shop on those websites, I already have an affiliate link as well as different discount codes for my viewers for all of these. So it would be good for me and for you if you shop with my discount codes when you shop on there. So I started with Ice Yarns and I placed an order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by showing you my haul from Ice Yarns and talk a little bit about the yarns that I got. And then we're going to do like a walkthrough on Ice Yarn website because a lot of people say that they don't order from them for different reasons. And I feel like me as a person who ordered from them quite a lot in the past and is going to order from them quite a lot now that I live here, I think that I can really give a lot of input and maybe solve, you know, some of those problems or questions that people have been having. A lot of people say that their website is very confusing, that there's a lot on the website that's very hard to navigate. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to navigate it. We're also going to talk about the shipping and the shipping costs, and also about, you know, how to calculate price per X, either grams or balls or whatever, so that you'll know that it's good. Plata has new yarn. Yes, Plata has amazing new yarn. They are probably the next place that I'm going to place an order with. If you guys don't order from Plata yet, you definitely need to. You gotta go and check them out. Hi, Madonna. Hi, Ken. Oh, so glad you could join. Hi, Ola Joe. All right, multitask away. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, there are, I always tell people, if you order yarn, there are very good places to get good yarn for reasonable prices. You don't have to shop on the brand names to get good yarn, and I have a whole Yarniversity just about that for those of you who are new subscribers. If you go back to my channel, go to playlists, there's a Yarniversity playlist, watch back all Yarniversities, there's a lot of information about yarn and crochet and yarn related subjects. And so if you joined any time that is not the beginning of Yarniversity 2 years ago, then you might want to go back and watch that. Yeah, my channel turned 3 on the 31st of July. I didn't have a birthday celebration because, you know, I wasn't doing any videos and I wasn't doing any lives, but we're gonna have to celebrate that some other time. So there might be, you know, some kind of game show coming up sometime soon. But yeah, let's talk ice yarns, okay? So if you haven't yet, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe down below. Check out our membership program by pressing the like button. You can always, you know, contribute to the channel by watching the videos, using the super chats, liking the videos, leaving comments on the videos. If you're watching on the replay, hi, thanks for watching the replay. Leave me a comment, let me know that you are watching. I love having you guys here. And if you came in late, I did say in the beginning we are live on Saturday now, and we're probably going to be continuing being live on Saturdays for the rest of August. Before once the school year here starts in September, I will most likely go back to Sundays, but for now it is on Saturdays. It might stay on Saturdays, but we will decide at the end of August. So hi to everyone walking in, and we are going to start with, as I've said, wait, almost died. So we are going to start with my yarn haul. Okay, 1 second, I just gotta set something real quick. Sorry. All right. So, oh, Madonna. All right. So here's my yarn haul. As I said, when I ordered, I took into consideration making bags and hats because this is the kind of project that they want to have at the crafter's house. Later on, I will most likely also get yarn from the crafters club community. But because when I came there and I met with them and they showed me the place and showed me what they did, most of the things that they had were acrylic yarns or t-shirt yarns for the person who does the man, words escape me once I talk Hebrew all day long now. So. Okay, but all the yarns that they had there were acrylic, and because of the kind of things that they make there. And when I say, okay, if they like the bags and the hats that I made, and I said, if you want me to continue making bags and hats, then I need suitable yarn for that, and that has to be more on the cotton side, on the more vegan fibers, because you can't really make summer hats and bags out of acrylic. You can, but just personal opinion, I don't think you should. I think it's the wrong yarn to make that, and especially bags. I think acrylic is a very, very bad choice for making bags for a whole bunch of reasons. And if you want to know them, you can always ask me or watch back Yarniversity about how to match yarn for project, and you'll understand. Yeah, I am out of practice. So I got a bunch of these. So we're gonna start. When you shop on Ice Yarn, if you haven't never shopped on Ice Yarns before, what's good about Ice Yarns is that you buy yarn in packs. You're right. Cheers. So on Ice Yarn, you buy yarns in packs. When you go on the website, I will show it to you in a little bit when we look at the website. You guys are funny. But when you shop on a website, you shop in packs. So it will give you the price per ball, and then it will tell you how many balls are in each pack. The audio is very teeny and it's difficult to listen to. It hurts my ears. I'm sorry, you don't have to be here. All right. So here is the first pack that I got. And this is called Violino. And I will take one of these balls out for you. All right, so as you can see, let's see if this camera works with me. No, it does not. Yeah, I really miss my camera. Can you see? Does it focus? Not really. And it glares. Okay, so this yarn is a chain construction yarn, which is also flat yarn, kind of like a fettuccine, if you like. It's called Violino. It comes in balls of 50 grams, and it's 100 meters in each ball. Now, the reason I got these is the chain construction. I think it will work very, very well with certain patterns. Hi everyone, hi. Yes, so it is like orange colors, which I thought was very deserty and very fitting. And I got this also in two other colors. So I got the variegated, and they had variegated in different colors. And then I got the mint. Sorry. And I also got it in this dusty pink or apricot color. Yeah, I thought it would be very, very nice, the chain construction. I kind of thought that, you know, chain constructed yarns, we talked about it a few times, they're very, very good for summer items due to the construction of the yarn. Orange mint strawberry. Yeah, and I mean, those colors don't go well together, but I don't mean to mix them. Each of them will be a separate project, probably several separate projects, because each pack contains 400 grams of yarn. Then I got this one. That's purple, yes. You had red cherry as well. So this one, sorry for the sprinkling that was in the bags. This one is like is chain spun, but it's a tube. Can you see that? It's a tube form. And it is 95 grams and 60 meters, so it's a very bulky kind of yarn. And I thought it would be very, very sturdy for hats. So to make hats that stay firm and don't like get, you know, the flexible edges, that they stay up without you having to put a wire or something inside them because of the way the yarn is. And there are like about 100 grams in a ball, like 94 grams. So that would be like about 400 grams here, which from my experience would make about 2 hats. And the last thing I got are these cakes. Look at these cakes. Aren't they awesome? I had to try them. This is a yarn that I have seen on Ice Yarn, but I never actually tried it in person before. But it was on sale. Ice Yarns just had their summer sale. If you guys missed it, I'm sorry. But I did put up a post about it, and I did do like a whole enabler post on Facebook and on my channel, on my community tab, telling people that the sale is going on. So if you missed it, it's more your fault than mine, really. So this one was a cake. It's 150 grams, 100 meters, and it's a cotton nylon blend. Look at this cool variegated chain form flat yarn. It's like all the things that I like in one yarn. It's like it's chain spun, it's kind of like ribbon, it's cotton, it's like variegated. I love it. It will make like a super cool hat, I think. So those are the ones that I got. And as I said, they are meant to be hats and bags because even though those are not like my go-to projects, I normally like making shawls, but I was so honored to be asked to be a part of this cool project that I said, well, if they need hats and bags, I'll make hats and bags. All right. So now we are going to move on to the topic that I wanted to talk about today, which is how to shop on Ice Yarns. Now, I've gotten a lot of, people telling me, I talk about Ice Yarns. Sometimes there are periods where I talk about them a lot. I did not get any Picasso. I personally am not a huge fan of Picasso. I think it's like, okay, we'll talk about it in a second. I think Picasso is a yarn that looks better than it actually is. Like the look of the yarn, the colors that it comes in and everything is better than it actually is. But we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, so ice yarn. Yes, I'm sorry, Madonna. I know. I've gotten a lot of people telling me when I talk about ice yarns. Now, I had a kind of like a love-hate relationship with ice yarns. I loved them a lot in the beginning. Then I was accepted into their designer program when they were looking for designers to design patterns to go with specific yarns from their collections. And then when we had kind of like a fallout regarding their designer program, because they got kind of aggressive towards the designers at some point, and some designers opted out, me included. It did not mean that I don't like their yarns anymore. I just, as a company, was a little bit wary of them. And then I've decided that I'm going to put, the designer thing aside. I wasn't part of their designer program anymore, but I still bought yarn from them. And then they did something. They changed the way they calculate shipping on their website, which made me stop buying from them for a while. And then they changed it again, which made me come back and start buying from them again. So for a very long time, I myself had like an on and off relationship with Ice Yarn Company. But I've heard from other people that they have a lot of different reasons for why they don't buy from them or never tried to. So here Kim is saying she never ordered from them. Rockabilly is a great yarn. It is tencel, so of course it's a really good yarn. Your team Picasso. Yeah, so Mocha, yeah, a lot of people said things about, prices. The yarns appear on the website to be very cheap, but then you add the shipping and so on. So we're going to talk about all of that today. But one of the things that people told me the most is that their website is very confusing and hard to navigate. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to take you with me to the ICR website. There is a link to their website in the description box below if you want to follow along with me. It is an affiliate link, but I am not getting paid by ICR. I know this, it sounds it contradicts itself, but I am not getting paid by them. I do have an affiliate link. Those are two different things. I do get a certain percentage of someone making a purchase using my link if that purchase is over a certain amount of money, and if at the end of the month the sum of all that percentage is over a certain amount. Which means that to this day, ever since I got that affiliate link, I was not paid by ICR, not once. So this is not, nobody in ICRs is paying me to tell you to buy ICRs. You can be certain about that. You never bought from Hobby? Well, I can't buy from Hobby anymore, so just to that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you with me to the ICR website. No, not like this. Like this. And we're going to talk a little bit about the construction of the website. So as you can see, when you go on the first, on the home page of ICRs, you will have here always the current sales, the current deals. Right now they have the bargain basket that happens about once a week or something like that. Different yarns go on the bargain basket. Before that, as I've said, until a few days ago, they had their summer sale here. And if you will press on it, it will take you to the page with the yarns that are currently on the bargain basket. Underneath that, you will see the new types of yarn. Those are the latest yarns that were added to the website. The newer ones will be on top. So here, the first two rows are ones that were added in the last few days. Underneath them, the next two rows are ones that were added in the last few weeks. And if you want to see more yarns that are new to the website from the past month or so, you can press here to see more. The latest thing that they added are some nice summer yarns. Most of them are some kind of cotton or cotton acrylic blend, but they also slowly started to put fall yarns on the website. So they have here a wool acrylic blend, there's some mohair and wool and acrylic blend, there's some alpaca blends, but still the majority of the latest ones that were added are cotton or Utah, which is hemp. And these beautiful cakes, cotton fine, that when they added them, I posted them on my group as well as on my channel. Why don't I shop at Hobby anymore? Because they don't ship to Israel. Yeah, Israel does not exist in Hobby's opinion, apparently. Underneath the new yarns, you can see new colors. So new colors are yarns that are already in the Ice Yarns collection, but they brought new colors to the same yarns that they already have. So for example, if you see here the Cakes Rainbow, there are a few new, so you can see 8 new colors on the Cakes Rainbow collection. And underneath that, you have the needles and accessories, all the new items that were added in the accessory section. And this is the home page of Ice Yarns. That, until now, it's not very confusing. What is really confusing is the way Ice Yarn sorts their yarns on their website. If you know a specific yarn that you're looking for, let's say Madonna looking for Picasso, then you can write the name on the search bar, search for it, and it will take you to see all the available Picasso colorways at the moment. However, if you are looking for something but not a specific yarn. Let's say you're looking for cakes to make shawls, and you're looking for, you know, those grading cakes like the yarn art flowers or the Hobie twister. Yeah, you can't write that. You need to write cake yarn, or what are you supposed to do? So right up here you have a few buttons. You see that there's categories, there's yarn tags, close up yarns. So those are sort of Ice Yarn's way of sorting their yarns. It's not a very good system because you have to really know what you're looking for. If you're kind of like just browsing for yarn in general, looking to see if you come across something nice, their website is not very friendly that way. It's not like when you go on Vorita or Clayta and you just go to all yarns and browse through. They don't have that. So you sort of have to know more or less what you're looking for. For example, as I've said before, when I went on the website and I wanted yarns that are specific for making bags or hats, I knew what I wanted. I wanted ones that have more cotton in them. I wanted ones that were a little bit either flat or round with chain spun constructions. So I knew more or less where to look for because I used the yarn tags up here. So when you press on yarn tags, you'll see they give you different options. So they have 100% acrylic, 100% cotton, 100% linen, 100% silk, 100% viscose, and so on. But they also have things like dishcloth. So if you know that you're about to make dishcloth, you can just press on that and it will give you their recommendations of yarn that are good for that. If you're looking for leather yarns, we did a whole Yarniversity about tape yarns, leather yarns, things that are good to make, you know, baskets, hats, rugs, and so on. There's t-shirt yarn. There's tencel, one of my favorite buttons to click on. And then there's cakes. I just want to see all cakes that they have on the website. So I can just click on cakes and see all the cakes that they have. Next to that, up here are categories. So they sort their yarns by the different uses that you could use the yarn for. They have amigurumi yarns, baby yarns, plain yarns, cake yarns, chenille, if you're specifically looking for chenille for some odd reason that can't imagine what it would be. Spring yarns, sock yarns, self-striping yarns. So these are their sorting categories. Granted, it's not the best way to sort things, but it is their way. All right, let's see if you guys had any questions while I was talking real quick. So if you like the whole, okay, I will talk about it in a second. All right, so why are ice yarns like that? Before I'm gonna put myself in solo again to just explain. So why is the ice yarn website built like that? The reason is the yarns that are sold on the ice yarn websites are leftovers. Okay, I'm doing quotations because it's not really leftovers, but Ice Yarns is not a company that exists or make the majority of their money in sales by selling to crafters, to people like you and me, to private people. Ice Yarns is a big company that produces yarn for other companies. If you know the Hobie collection, a very big amount of Hobie yarns can be found on Ice Yarns. Yes, they will have other names. They won't have the Hobie brand on them. But when you buy them from Hobie, if you look at the tag and it says that it is made in Turkey or designed in Denmark, made with love in Turkey, as their tags sometimes say. It is made by or at the ice yarn mills, and then it is sold to different companies. In case this is news to you, a lot of big brand companies, big brand yarn companies, don't own their own mill. They buy yarns from big yarn mills, slap their tag on it, give it their name, and sell it under their brand with their price. That is one of the reasons why many different yarns look exactly the same between different yarn companies. They are not ripping each other off. They simply buy the same yarn from the same manufacturer and put their own label on it. It is known, as they say. If it is not known to you, it is now, as you heard me say. Okay, so ice yarns are that people. They are the ones who make that yarn for the different yarn companies and supply it to them. A lot of time they have overstock or things that they made more than the orders that they need, or they made a big batch. This company ordered that, this company ordered that, and then they have leftovers. And those are the yarns that will be offered on the Ice Yarn website. That is also the reason why a lot of times when you go on the Ice Yarn website into a certain yarn, you will see a very large amount of colorways available, but only 3 or 4 of them will be on stock. And sometimes it will take a very long time until a certain colorway is stocked again, because unless they have orders for that colorway from the different companies that they supply to, they don't really have a need to make it, because their big bucks, their big money, doesn't come from people like you and me shopping on their website. Their big money comes from the big companies that they sell to sell under their own brand. Exactly, and that is why it is so cheap. Yeah, you guys are correct. Yes. So that is also why Ice Yarn sell their yarns in packs. Very rarely you will find a yarn on their website that can be sold in just one. Normally it is the cakes. If there is such an item that the price is just for one item, it will be the cakes, the gradient cakes. Sometimes, if you see a yarn that its price is like $9, that's probably one yarn cake. But other than that, all the yarns that you see, that you look at them and it says on the website, let's put up the website again real quick. When you look, let's go in here, for example. So these cakes, as you can see, those are the cotton cakes that I showed you guys before. And when you click on the certain colorway that you want, it tells you here it's $6.99. And for Ice Yarn, $6.99 is like a big price. But then you see here it is $6.99 for one cake, which if you compare to Hobbii, for example, these cakes, the cakes cotton fine on Ice Yarns, look at the description of the cakes. They are 250 grams, 1,000 meters, and they are 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. If I'm not mistaken, those are exactly the same components as the Hobbii Dahlia, is it called? If I'm not mistaken, the one that is 50-50 and not 100%. I might be confusing two different types of Hobbii, but they do have both. So if you go on the Hobbii website, one cake will be $16, $17, and here you get one cake for $6.99. So still, Ice Yarn is cheaper because of all the reasons that I just explained. But normally, when you go to a different yarn, so let's just take this one here, which I assume is sold in packs, and yes, I'm correct. So here you will see that one pack has 3 items, and you get 3 items for $6.99. And you can even see the picture of let me do it like this. If you go to photos, you can even see the picture of the package and how it will look. Three of these balls of yarn in the package. So most of the ice yarns are sold in packs. Very rarely they are sold in single, and when they are, it's normally the cakes. But the majority of them are sold like this in packs of 4 or 5 or 8 if it's 50-gram balls. They look like that, and you will see here that is $7.99 is the price, but it will tell you right next to it that it is for 4 items. So you're actually paying $1.99 per ball. All right, so we talked about the fact that the ice yarns are like, they are stocks left over. Again, it's, you know, it's not really leftover, but it's like they're overstock. They are selling their overstock. That is also the reason why they have virtually no customer service, because they don't really care about people like you and me. They don't make money off of our orders. Our orders are peanuts for this company. They don't live off of it. They might as well let the yarn sit on the shelves in their warehouse. It will cost them the same money. Starting to wonder if naughty yarn is companies that are not big enough to buy to order yarn, but buy leftover. It could be, that might be. All right, so that is how it works. Okay, so we all know ice yarns. They don't sell. They do sell it to people like you and me, but we are not their track audience, which is why their website is not, you know, personal, user friendly, and we're just not their track audience. And once you order for them, all they do is warehouse to your house. They will pack the packs that you ordered. They will put it in a bag. They will ship it to your home. It will get there quite fast, depending on the delivery method that you got. It took 4 days from Turkey to here with going through customs, but this is something that I'll talk to you guys about in a second. But they will ship it to your door, and other than that, you will get virtually zero customer service. If there was anything wrong with your order, there's not really a lot of people to talk to. You can only contact them with email. They normally don't answer. They just leave you to that. So, you know, take it as you will. However, I very, very rarely, I actually don't think I ever had a problem with them that needed customer service, but I'm just letting you guys know, in case you do order for them, customer service does not exist. But going back to the website, once you do load up your cart, let's just put something in the cart so that I can demonstrate it to you. So this is their new yarn. Let's just add one of these to my cart, and let's take this one, for example, and add one pack of this to my cart. And let's add one pack of this to my cart. Okay, now when we go to our shopping cart and we look at it, and that's okay that you guys see my address, right? It's just, it doesn't matter because, I mean, you guys already saw it, so I'm not doing here anything, but I want to remove the address so that we can calculate together. It's no biggie. I don't even have I mean, I live in a kibbutz now, so my address will be on the listed anyway. All right, so here it is. Cakes, cotton, sweet, we have 1 pack, 4 items, and then we have this hemp fine is 1 pack, 4 items, and this Lorena batik is 1 pack, 8 items. So all in all, we have 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 4, we have 16 balls of yarn. And it tells you here the subtotal is €30, let's say $31. Shipping and handling. Why is it important that it's shipping and handling? While ordering from Turkey, if you don't live in Turkey. Virtually anywhere else in the world that you live in, you will have to pay taxes when the package arrives to you. Europe, sorry. Turkey is not a part of the European Union. It doesn't really have a trade agreement for private people like us with any country. So no matter what you order, you will have to pay taxes. So they take that into their method of billing you. So you will have shipping and handling here. Now it calculates according to the country that I live here in. So I wrote Israel, but let's, for the purpose of demonstration, go to Ireland for Alice and Sheila. So you see that on top of that, you will also have to pay import fee because we changed the country, and it calculates the different taxes that you will have to pay according to the country that you live in and their agreement with the place that it gets from. So if we go to, let's go all the way down and go to the United States, that you see that it is cheaper to ship to the United States than it is to Israel because, you know, of the, again, the different agreements that they have. So the shipping costs obviously vary from one country to the other, but the good thing is, as I've said, they already calculate handling and taxes into the price, so they can ship it to your door without you having to go pay taxes, release your package from customs, and so on. That is simply because they ship out of Turkey. Okay, so let's do the calculation real quick. So I will, make it easier for you guys to understand. So we have the subtotal, which is just the yarn, is about $31, and then if we ship to the US, for example, it adds about $20 on top. So all in all, we come to about $51 in total. Now we need to remember that we are getting packs of yarn. We counted before. We have 16 balls of yarn. So we calculate the total amount of what we pay, $50, and we divide that into 16 balls of yarn. And then we get sort of the price per ball that we will be paying, and then we can do our own calculation if it actually pays up to buy them. Okay, and in many of the times when you do the calculation like that, you will find out that it is actually cheaper to order it from Ice Yarns, again, depending on where you live. But a lot of times you will find out that it is actually cheaper to order it from Ice Yarns. Hi, thank you. No, it does not stop them for entering the European Sun Hunters, but then again, also Australia is in there as well. Is it the same as the UK? You know what? Let's check. Let's go again to our cart and put the United Kingdom in there. So for the United Kingdom, you don't have the import fees because you guys are not a part of the EU anymore, but you do pay shipping and handling about $15. So to order that order that we just made will cost you $36.90, $37. Angela, oh, did one of you just buy the last item? Because while we are doing this live, I can't buy this anymore. Wait, I forgot to share my screen with you. I am sorry. This is what I was talking about. So as you can see, with the United Kingdom, Angela, the price has changed. And while we are talking, this item here sold out. So that might be one of you guys there. Okay. Right. So, don't know if it is the same, but there is also a sweet spot for weight versus shipping, and the shipping cost will jump by just adding one too many packs. It used to be like that actually, Chris. It's sort of changed because they calculate their shipping differently now. Now that Hopi raised its shipping, I might have to migrate to ice. A lot of the Hobie yarns are actually on the ice website. I can do a whole Yarniversity just about that. When I discovered that a lot of the Hobie yarns actually appear on the ice website, I a lot of times bought the yarns that I wanted to get from Hobie through ice because they were a lot cheaper. They came in packs. You already get like a sweater amount when you get it from ice because you already get like 400, 500 grams of the yarn when you order it, and you pay like a ridiculously cheaper price. Okay, so to conclude what we were talking about until now, to navigate on the Ice Yarn website, you sort of have to know what you are shopping for. If you're just browsing for whatever comes across my eye, it will be very, very hard for you to find things because of the way that the website is built. But when you do know what you're shopping for, you can use the categories and the yarn tags to find the items that you're looking for, or if you're looking for a specific yarn you already bought from ice before, or you saw on someone's channel, or so on, you can just type the name into there. One more thing that you can do on the website is go to the top sellers category, for example, see what most of the people buy right now. And it will show you this category changes, so about every week there are other top sellers because it changes with what people buy that week. And you can also go to all products, but I really do not recommend doing that. You will literally get all the products on the website, including buttons, needles, yarn needles, darning needles, crochet, knitting needles, bags. Sometimes they have samples that they make with certain yarns, and they take it with them to shows for different when they sell their yarns to manufacturers, and then after a while they will sell that sample on the website. So if you go to all items, you will literally get like a list of thousands of items. It's very, very hard to navigate. Okay, so we said you need to know what you shop for, and when you go to your cart, you have to know that the price that you get, you need to calculate the entire price, including the shipping, and then divide it by the amount of actual balls of yarn that you get, not per pack, but per ball, so that you will get more or less the amount that you pay per ball of yarn. And like I think 99% of the cases, you will find that it's still very, very cheap. And then you need to also take into consideration that because you're buying yarn that otherwise, if you would buy it not through ice somewhere else, which will give you, I don't know, free shipping or whatever, the yarn cost itself will be higher. Plus, once it gets to your country, you will have to go and pay shipping and handling and fees and customs and so on in order to get your package in, which ice yarns already do for you. They already calculate it into the price and they save that trouble. Downsides to all of that, as I've said, there is no customer service. They don't really care about you. And they are simply warehouse to customer. That's it. But a lot of times you will find yarns that you really like from other companies on the Ice Yarn website for a lot cheaper. How will you know it's the same yarn? Well, you'll have to trust me. But if it looks the same, like the same yarn, and the specs of it are the same, and the yarn that you know and normally buy says made in Turkey on it, then it is most likely the same yarn. I've shown a few times on my channel when I used to do my What's on the Hook lives to show you guys what I'm working on. Many times I showed a yarn that I bought on Ice Yarns and a yarn that I bought from Hobie or a yarn that someone sent me from the US that was Lion brand, and then a yarn that I got from Ice or Premier. A lot of Premier yarns are on the Ice Yarn websites because I don't know if you guys know, maybe it's news to you, but Premier is mainly baby turkey yarns. And I would show the two yarns, show you guys that they look exactly the same, they feel exactly the same. I would turn them, we would look at the labels and see that they have exactly the same specs and show you guys that it is exactly the same yarn. But still, a lot of people like the feel that, oh, no, cannot be. It is Hobie yarn. Ice are probably ripping them off. No, Ice are not ripping them off. Ice are the ones making the yarn. But if you don't care paying 16 euros for a cake that costs 6 euros on Ice, just to say that you bought it from Hobie, well, that's on you. Yeah. Yes, we feel so loved. Well, I didn't say. Yeah, well, I am the enabler, that's what I do. All right, other questions that I got from people about Ice is when I talked about Ice yarns, a lot of people ask me, those are label shoppers, not yet. Yeah, well, label shoppers exist everywhere, not just in clothing, also in yarn. But I think a lot of it is also Ice yarns don't market themselves, so they don't pop up everywhere you go, right? Hobie, in comparison, are literally everywhere. Every website you open, every yarn group you're on, every YouTube channel you watch lately, they are like vastly promoting themselves as if they are. I compared them one time before. I said it on someone else's channel, and I said they are like the middle child asking for attention. Also, not just Hobie. Hobie is just one example. But to be honest, Yarnispirations are no different. I mean, the way they are pushing their logos on you guys, and I'm saying you guys because they don't exist here, is just ridiculous in my opinion. I see every week a new type of ogo, and now they have that yarn in the ogo, and this yarn in the ogo, and this, and I'm like, why do we need this? We don't, like, stop it, but it's everywhere, and they're like vastly, pushing it, advertising it. They have their Yarnispiration promoters showing you how it is so much better if you make your project with yarn that comes in that donut shape, and how amazing it is to take it apart and work with it. So in that field, Ice yarns, they don't promote themselves. They don't have that much, push. And they don't go and say, hey, that yarn that you really love from Premier, we made it. That they don't do that because we are not their target audience. But because we are not their target audience, when you do shop on their website, you save a lot of money because selling to you is not where their money comes from. They make their money from the big companies. So let's say it this way, in effect, when you buy the same yarn that was made by Ice Yarns from Premier, and you pay double the price, that yarn goes to Ice Yarn, and they make their money this way. But if you go straight to their website and buy the same yarn, they don't make anything from it. It's like cents for them, which is why you, as a consumer, should buy smart. That's just my with all the YouTubers out there, they don't need to. Yeah, well, Lion Brand is another one. They're everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I got turned off on Ogo right away when they came out with that toilet seat cover. We were like, yeah, I know. I said right from the beginning that it's stupid. I won't even take them for free. Okay, I mean, I see people on the sales go nuts because they got all those Ogos for like 20 cents. I wouldn't take them for free. They are dumb. They're stupid. Stop trying to make the Ogos happen. Exactly. Ogons. I got a lot of my yarn recently for $1 to $2 clearance locally. You got a lot of your yarn recently from $1 to, yeah, I mean, when you buy on clearance in the US, it's something that doesn't happen anywhere else in the world, FYI. Those of you who live in the US might want to, remember that those of us who don't live in the US, there are no sales like that anywhere else. Just to be clear, when you go for a sale, like end of season sale or yarn clearance in Europe, you don't get $1, $2 yarns. You get like $5 yarns. Ironically enough, the new Ogos almost make sense. It's literally a cut up regular sized cake. What do you mean? Yeah. I mean, sorry. I feel I see all those videos and I say, what do you need it for? What do we need it for? Did the yarn community really need this? Now, yarn with center pull, all yarn with center pull, that we need. Yarn in donut shape, but that we don't need. The only thing that is good for is if you take your yarn on the bus and you need like a pillow for your neck and you forgot to bring one. Or if you need to sit on the toilet in a public place. Other than that, I don't see them. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to show you guys about the Ice Yarn website, or how to shop on the Ice Yarn website. So I already showed you guys how to, if you want to see what's new, what was added lately, all you gotta do is look at the front page. If you want to see what's on sale, all you gotta look is at the front page. If you know exactly what you're looking for, you can write it in the search. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for in terms of what yarn specifically, but you know what you want to make with it or what it is for, then you have the categories and yarn types, and then you have closeout yarns. So if you press on closeout yarns, you will find all the yarns that are currently being discontinued for some reason or another. And so if you were just coming on the website to search for bargains and really had no idea what you're going to make with it, this might be, your best place to get a bargain on the website. Those are all yarns that are going out of the collection. They are getting rid of the overstock, and it changes, of course, every time. There will be other yarns on that list, but then you can just go into the closeout yarns, click one by one on all of them, and see what is currently on good price and bargain price because they are discontinuing it. Of course, the disadvantage about buying closeout yarn is that if you don't get exactly the amount that you will need for your project, by the time you go on the website to buy more, it won't be there anymore because it's discontinued. But it will be a bargain when you get it, so if you get enough of it, it's a great price. Hello to everyone coming in. Thank you for joining. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Nice of you to join today. I know I'm not on my regular time. I know I haven't been here for a while, so I'm also like out of sorts. This is not a regular Yarniversity. My sound, my image is not perfect yet. The subject that we're talking about today, though researched and thought out, is not one of the heavy subjects that we sometimes talk about in Yarniversity that are more like enriching and so on. It's pretty much an a Yarniversity episode. But hey, I'm getting back on track, and it's fun. It's fun for me. I hope it's fun for you. And since I recently bought from Yarn for reasons that I've just mentioned, and I'm getting a lot of questions about ice yarns by email or on Facebook, or people that see that I talk about them in different videos, and then they leave comments and ask or tell me I never bought on ice yarns because ABC. I thought that I would come up and discuss some of these stuff with you, and I hope that if you were thinking of buying from ice yarns and different things straight your ways, or if you were already buying from ice yarns, that maybe you got a few tips on how to do it more efficiently. And maybe that episode made you not even, you were thinking about it, and this episode made you decide not to buy from ice yarn, which is also a result. But at least it helped you in some way, I hope. Acrylic yarn does not need more acrylic yarn. Yeah. Plastic. I'm browsing ice while listening. I take full responsibility for that. I know Vilrita is a really good website. This does not replace Vilrita. Vilrita is still great, and you should still shop on Vilrita and Pleta. Both of them are very, very good. And I do have links for that down below as well. And I have special discount codes for my viewers. If you do shop on Vilrita and Pleta, feel free to use those codes. They are always good. They don't expire, and you can use them as many times as you want. Thank you, Madonna. I'm glad you like it. Vilrita has just been restocked. Yes, I know. I told you guys. I know. That's probably the next place I'm going to shop at. Bought a ton of stuff on Ali with my code. Yes, thank you very much. Blurry bathroom echo. Oh, Lori, thank you. I'm sorry. Again, this is not the space that I would normally be streaming from. Also, this is not the camera that I would normally be using. My equipment is getting set, and this is also not the computer that I'm normally streaming from. And if you have noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm using the decapitated duck software today because my regular OBS studio is not set up yet. But the new computer has arrived, but the new monitor didn't arrive yet. And once the monitor comes and we set up the filmings, it's like the studio in its new place, then I will have my camera set up again with my ring light and my microphone, and then the streaming will be good again. But as I said, let's go a few steps back. For that, we have to wait for the monitor to arrive, and after the monitor arrives, it will probably take a week or two until we get everything set up. So for now, we have this, and I hope that you guys won't, completely be turned off by that. But if you're new here, I highly recommend you go back and check out older Yarniversities, which are maybe a better example of what Yarniversity is normally like. Unfortunately, my friend Y, what is that? Has when shopping elsewhere deters me from shopping at places like ice. Industry doesn't. Oh, okay, I get it. They have an internal fee. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, that's good, Chris. I feel like a good yarn purchase coming your way. Enabler vibes. All right. So an hour and a half is enough to talk about ice yarns. Do you guys have any specific questions about ice, about buying on ice, about specific ice yarns that you were wondering about? You can ask me. Um, and you know, tell me or yeah. I know that Madonna loves Picasso, um, so I'm not like I'm not dishing. I just want you to know Madonna. I feel like so it's a synthetic blend, Picasso, and I'm not a huge fan of synthetic fibers. I try not to work with them too much. Plus, I think that it has like a very big wear out factor. So I feel like Picasso has it looks very nice. The items you make with it are beautiful, but the wear and tear is factor is very high, which is why personally I prefer. I think it is called Mona Lisa. Let me check. I bought a whole bunch of it last time that I shopped on ice. Um, yeah, so it's called Mona Lisa. Let me show it to you, um, which is also variegated in very vibrant colors, but it is 100% cotton. And it is great for baby items. It is great for wearables. And it is sturdier. It has more, how do you say? It holds longer. Um, and I personally prefer it. It's not as shiny and as soft as Picasso, obviously, but when I go for variegated, for blankets and so on ice, I normally go for that one. What is Velrita? Look in the description box below. Yeah, great to be here again. I'm glad you guys like it. This is the study abroad program of Yarniversity. um, yeah, it's Yarn, it's a website, yes. Exactly. But yeah, you guys know, I shop online. I very rarely shop in store. I go into stores, I look at the yarn, I take videos for you guys, and I will very um, soon have some videos for you from yarn stores here in Israel. Um, Once I have my editing program and everything set up, I can edit the videos and show you some yarns from stores here in Israel. But most of the yarns that I buy online. This is why you like Picasso, it's so soft, but I haven't had it long enough to know its durability. So yeah, it is very, very soft. I used Picasso a few times to make blankets mainly. The problem is that, yeah, you like after a few washes, especially if it's something for kids, you guys know I have two kids, it gets destroyed and then you're like, oh no, I put so much into that blanket. But it is a beautiful yarn. It's very, very soft. If you make unrolling with it, it probably is good because they don't like get that much contact as blankets or sweaters and so on. All right, you need to get up. Yes, Madonna, exactly. Our needs are different, right? You're fine, damn it. guys enjoyed it, and I hope that this was some good old enabling for you all and that you found it entertaining. If you do have specific questions about specific yarns on the website that you want to I have ordered quite a lot from ICE. I did tell you guys quite a few times that, for example, the Rockstar yarn is one-to-one. It is exactly the same yarn as the Hobie Metallico. So if you guys like the Metallico, that yarn is also the same yarn as on ICE, and you can get them in big packs there, and they cost a lot less. So yeah, it does. There are quite a lot of yarns that I do like from there. I do like the Rockabilly. It is 100% tencel yarn, which, as you guys all know, is my favorite fiber. It also has a great chain construction. It makes wonderful items. It's shiny, it's soft. So I have, my favorites. I know a lot of people watch Krista from the Secret Yarnery. She has her favorites too, but Krista and I both make very, very different items. The items that we make have different needs. Like my yarn needs are different than her yarn needs. So if you are more into making blankets and pillows and so on, she has some great tutorials and she has some great recommendations for yarns to use. I don't make blankets. I mean, all the blankets that I make are baby blankets, and most of them are gifts for other people or for my kids. I make mostly wearables and accessories, so our needs are very, very different in terms of what we are looking for. But if you are a person who makes a lot of shawls, a lot of hats, in the winter, beanies and scarves and so on, then I have a lot of input on those kind of yarns and soft yarns that also in the past year, Ice Yarns have started to make a lot of soft yarns. If you guys know Gazelle, the yarn company Gazelle, a lot of their yarns are also manufactured by Ice. Their entire soft collection from last year is actually manufactured by Ice and is available on their website. Is there a code for Ice Yarns? No, I don't have a code, but I do have an affiliate link. If you do shop through my affiliate link, I would appreciate it, but most likely it won't get paid because I never actually, people don't shop enough with my affiliate link for me to be paid off of it, because you really need a vast amount of people shopping with the affiliate link for you to actually get paid. Hey Dee. All right. Well, Yarny friends don't like Yarny friends, but yarn alone. I need it on a t-shirt. I love that. All right. Well, I'm sorry, Dee, but I was actually just wrapping up. If I'm not mistaken, Dee is actually going live in an hour, right? I'm not 100% sure. That might be incorrect, but correct me if I'm wrong, because my time zone changed and everything. So what made it happen? So thank you all very, very much for watching today. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe down below. If you joined my channel recently, I highly recommend that you go back and watch past Yarniversities on the channel. Just click the playlist section on the channel and find the Yarniversity playlist. There are a lot of Yarniversities from the last 2 years and a lot of different subjects. They are not all about where to buy yarn. There are some very, very interesting and deep dive subjects in there. And as I said, today's episode is not really an example. So if this was your first Yarniversity, I hope you aren't turned off. yeah, so as always, come back to the video, leave me a comment down below. I don't really have prizes yet because you guys, I literally just got the channel back up running again. But I still love reading your comments and hear what you guys have to say about what we talked about today. If you watched the replay and just sat and watched me talk for 1.5 hours, I highly appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching the replay and for being here. Let your friends know about, Yarniversity, J Crochet. I'm very, very close to 8,500. Maybe we'll make it to 10,000 by the end of the year. You think that's possible? I'm not 100% sure about that, but if it will happen, it would be really cool. Yeah, and I will see all of you guys next time. Yes, Dee is saying that she is going live later today, so be sure to check her out. I'm glad to be back here. I'm glad to have all of you guys with me. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.